streaming services, hands down, pro wrestling all the way. And I think it started off with the WWE network way back a couple years ago. Might have been maybe 2017. I can't really remember too good, but the WWE network kicked off everything. But there was also streaming before. You should be able to stream independents. But the thing with independent wrestling is that they don't get as much fanfare. They don't get as much people following them as they should, because they don't have the money behind them that AEW has or WWE has or even Impact Wrestling has. So if you weren't like a hardcore fan, you probably didn't know that many of those companies existed. But streaming is such a big thing. You can watch WWE on Peacock here in the United States. AEW has AEW Plus. TNA has TNA Plus. New Japan, if you're into Japanese pro wrestling, and I watch it. I have it in the DVR, and I watch it. They have a streaming New Japan Pro Wrestling World. They offer vast content. But let me tell you about streaming. We're talking about pro wrestling being popular. Tell me how popular you think pro wrestling is right now. 973-826-0101. Go ahead and shoot me a quick text and tell me how popular you think it is. Don't forget to leave me a name. Tell me where you're from. But in case you don't know, in case you're living underneath a rock, the WWE is coming to Netflix. Yes, WWE is coming to Netflix in 2025. For some people, that's news. And for some people, that's not news at all. But I don't have Netflix. I don't find nothing to watch on Netflix. But what I've been doing is, for the past year, is that I have been signing up for Netflix and then canceling Netflix. That's how I manage my Netflix. Instead of me just keeping it on, I'm like, I'm not watching nothing for 2 months, because the $20 that he asked for is a lot of money. Okay, because I don't want any ads. I just want to watch what I watch and be done. Right now, actually, Beverly Hills Cop 4 or 5 or whichever Beverly Hills Cop it is, I don't know what they called it, something else. That is actually on Peacock right now. Not Peacock. On Netflix. It's on Netflix right now, the 3rd of July. What's today's date? Yep, the 3rd of July. It's on there today. So I'm definitely going to sign up for Netflix to watch that. But right after that, I'm canceling it. So at the end of the month, it's going to drop out, because I'm not paying for it for more than 1 month. For me, I just don't find it like useful for me to watch. But speaking of the popularity again, the amount of popularity of the WWE, Netflix right now has a reach of 270 million paid subscribers, and they reach 170 countries. There are going to be that many people able to watch Monday Night Raw at the same time. That's a lot of freaking people, and not including the people that are there live, because granted, there's always going to be people sitting in the audience, because if they have a show in California and you live in New York, you obviously can't come to California for a night to watch Monday Night Raw and then go back to New York the next day, unless you got it like that. Unless you're like the Trini guy with the Trini flag at all the WWE events. You see him everywhere. He probably got the bread. That's a guy I'm going to get on the show this season. I'm going to get him on the show, and I'm going to talk to him. But there's always going to be people sitting in the audience watching pro wrestling, but putting all those people at the same exact time in the same exact building, and then having all those people watching at home or at work on Netflix, that's a lot of people. Pro wrestling would not be on Netflix if it wasn't popular. Hello? They had a pro wrestling show called Wrestlers. Is it called Wrestlers? Yeah, it covered an independent wrestling company in Kentucky. I believe it was Ohio Valley Wrestling. Watch it. It's really good. If you want to understand the inner workings of the backstage of pro wrestling, I suggest for you to watch it. It's really good. It was worth the 2 months that I watched it. I watched it 1 episode a week, so I didn't binge watch it and have nothing else to watch. But it was a really good show. It was a really emotional show, but pro wrestling is popular right now.